It's July, and my lawn usually struggles every year around this time. Here is my lawn before, and here it is after. What did I do different, you may be asking? Worm castings. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty tired of paying top dollar for organic fertilizers and some synthetic fertilizers that don't deliver on their promises. I wanted something for my lawn that is incredibly nutrient dense, slow release, and cost effective. And I have found the answer with worm castings. Time to wiggle our way to greatness. Ha! Worm castings are the waste products of earthworms. That's right, it's poop. They provide a rich organic fertilizer, as well as a very diverse microbial life that guarantees an optimum growth environment for your turf and your plants. They've been used since the beginning of Egyptian agriculture and make it easier for your turf and your plants to retain moisture and use oxygen, providing outstanding growth above and below ground. That's right. Better roots, baby. Let me show you what these castings are all about. Check these things out. Inside these wonderful castings are thousands of beneficial microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and beneficial nematodes. Nematodes are basically tiny little worms that act as a natural pesticide. There's good ones, and then there's bad ones. These are the good ones. All these beneficial microorganisms are the building blocks of a healthy soil and a healthy plant. They also contain plant growth regulators, aka nature's Miracle-Gro. You'll also find some humus in there, which will pull out any harmful bacteria and fungi. It even acts as a pH buffer. And let's not forget to mention humic acid, which encourages plant growth. Plus, these castings offer a high mineral content, which does not rob your soil of any pre-existing minerals. Worm castings are safe for your plants, your produce, your flowers, and even your lovely lawn. Now, these worm castings do amend your soil. The bag labels them as an organic fertilizer, so I'm gonna treat them as a fertilizer. In fact, this fertilizer is 100% organic. It works well in a rotary spreader. I decided to put this down at a rate of 5 pounds per 1,000 square feet, and I set my spreader to 19, and away I went. There were a few clumps that I had to break up, but they weren't really a big deal. These tiny pellets will not burn your lawn, so if you put down too much, forget about it. Now, some of you may be asking, JB, what's the NPK rating or the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium rating? Worm castings generally have a 100 NPK rating. A lot of commercial fertilizers will say ratings of 640 or 10-10-10, or I've even seen some with 4300. That's a lot of nitrogen. The fact that worm castings can achieve a healthier soil with a lower NPK rating is part of the real miracle of casting. It's about quality, not quantity. Lawns and plants, for that matter, need nutrients that are readily available and ready for consumption. Worms are able to accomplish this through their digestive processes. The worm's digestive enzymes unlock many of the chemical bonds tying up nutrients and preventing them from being plant available. Because of this, castings have 5 times more available nitrogen, 7 times richer in phosphorus, and have 10 times the available potassium. Not to mention, they make magnesium 3 times more usable and 1.5 times richer in calcium. I am blown away by these results. Normally by this time of the year, the lawn has checked out with summer dormancy. Between putting down the worm castings and the rainfall that we've gotten in the last 2 weeks, this lawn has taken off. Grass right here is blowing in the wind. Check that out, green all the way down. Never in the last 8 years that I've lived at this house has this turf been this thick, this green, and this healthy in the middle of the summer. This is spring-like growth in July. I mowed this lawn 4 days ago, and this lawn is already this long. That's crazy. Might be mowing every day. Look at this. These blades are over 6 inches long. Check this area out. This area over here every summer is a weak spot. This tree right here, this mountain ash, drinks up a lot of water, so it usually starves this area right here. There are a few brown spots that I'm contending with, but this is still far thicker and far healthier than it has ever been in any July of any year that I have ever lived here. Incredible. Darkest green lawn on the block. After you throw down your worm castings, it's a great idea to throw down at least a ½ inch of water to activate those worm castings. I have noticed a lot of these little mushrooms popping up after I applied these worm castings. There are a few over there as well and all around the lawn. Don't worry about them, just mulch them right up with your mower. The nutrient value in those worm castings is so high, the lawn just loves it. I love that stuff. I'm gonna be using that way more often. It's time for a mow, and it might be a double cut. Hey, that's cool. I don't mind. I enjoy mowing. These worm castings will provide many additional benefits. Increased drought resistance, softens the soil, reduces irrigation costs by up to 50%. No groundwater contamination, improved soil aeration, is a natural insect repellent repelling up to 1,500 different species of insects, including aphids and those pesky spider mites. It's safe to use anywhere and at any time. Not in winter. That would be silly. It helps to control lawn fungus with its beneficial nematodes. Builds the soil biology, is naturally odor-free, and it's safe for you, your kids, and even your pets. Wow, that's a pretty serious bag of fertilizer if you ask me. Science, you'd be blowing me away. I'll even have some more information linked down below in the description on these worm castings. Someone asked me recently, is this the same stuff as compost? No. In fact, it's very different. Let's see how this stuff's looking anyways. Oh yeah, real lumpy black gold, baby. I'm gonna have to break those clumps up a little bit more. It's coming along. Normal composting is considered a hot process. Looking pretty hot there, composter. What are you doing later? Castings are actually done at a much cooler temperature because they're done by the digestion of a worm, who live underground, where it's generally cooler. This allows for a wide range of over 10,000 beneficial microorganisms to survive and become helpful. Worm castings can help facilitate composting in time and in odor control, but they are not within themselves compost. Wrapping up here, a little goes a long way. This application is still pumping strong 1 month later. I am so happy I came across this. Some store-bought fertilizers claim to be organic, but are they 100% organic? Besides packaging, there's not much done to this wiggle worm waste. I did happen to find some local worm casters in my area, and their numbers will be saved on my phone. I can guarantee you they'll be getting a lot of business from me. I also have some different worm casting fertilizers linked down below in the description, so feel free to check them out. I found the prices to be pretty comparable or lower than store-bought fertilizers. With these worm castings, I could put fewer applications down on my lawn throughout the year and get twice the results. Saving me money, baby! And bumping up the lawn envy amongst the neighbors too. Ha! Worm castings are an impressive organic fertilizer for your lawn and your gardens. I mean, look at this. This is incredible. You know what else is impressive? Hitting that like button. It's like right there. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at GarageGearJB. And if you are feeling the vibe and you want to be part of the tribe, subscribe so that way you can stay up to date with everything going on here at Garage Gear. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.